Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is SINTA RAHMAWATI and I am from TBIE. Today, I want to explain about the direct method. Direct method is a way of presenting foreign language subject matter where the teacher directly uses the foreign language as the language of instruction and without using the language of the student in teaching. If there are words that are difficult for students to understand, the teacher can interpret them by using props, demonstration, describing, and others. And the next is the characteristic of the direct method are the number one. The basic objectives expected by this method are to develop students' ability to think with the foreign languages instead of the mother's languages of students. And the number two, at the beginning of learning, students are conditioned to listen to perfect sentences and have clear meanings so that students are able and easy to understand them. And number three, in the teaching process, always use the proposition props, either a direct, indirect, proposemic, propagation, syntological symbol, or certain movements. And number four, after entering the class, students are completely conditioned to receive and talk to foreign plates and are prohibited from using other languages. And the number five, many exercise here and imitate with the aim to be safe for misery of languages. And the next, the advantage of the direct method are the number one, students are motivated to be able to say and understand the words of sentences in foreign languages taught by their teacher, especially when the teacher uses teaching aids and various kind of fun media. The number two, because this method usually the teaching neatly teaches simple words and sentences that students can understand and know in everyday languages. For example, pens, pencil, benches, text, and etc. Students can easily grasp language symbol foreign teachers taught. Number three, this method uses relatively many kinds of props, whether video films, tapes, and various media, or props that are made by yourself. This method attracts students' interest because they already feel happy, interest. Lessons are not difficult. Number four, students gain direct and practical experience, even though at first the sentences spoken are not fully. However, the direct method has the advantages in it, namely, the number one, at the initial level, it seems that this method feels difficult to apply because students do not have the material vocabulary that has been understood. The number two requires teaching that has active abilities in the foreign languages being taught. And number three, teaching can be passive if the teacher is unable to motivate students. Maybe even students feel bored and feel resentful because the words and sentences spoken by the teacher can never be understood because the teacher only uses foreign languages without being translated into the children's language. Number four, it is difficult to implement in a large class because the class cannot be controlled one by one. I think enough for presentation of today. Thank you for watching this video and I hope it's useful. Have a nice day.